So you often hear that to be in a good relationship, you have to do the work first. You have to look at your patterns, heal your wounds so that you can actually create a healthy relationship. And I think there's a lot of wisdom and truth in it, but I also think that this can actually work against us and make it really difficult for us to get into a relationship. So I want to talk about this in more depth in this video. What does it exactly mean to do the inner work? How much inner work do you really need for a healthy relationship? That's what we'll be discussing in today's video. Hey my love, this is Magda K. I am an intimacy expert and the founder of the School of Intimacy, and thank you so much for visiting my channel, whether you're coming back or if it's your first time. Here we discuss everything related to intimacy, relationships, self-love, and great healthy sexuality. So this whole idea that you need to do the work on yourself before you get into a relationship. Is it true or is it not? And I gotta be honest with you, my views on it have changed over the last few years. So I was a big proponent that you really need to do a lot of inner work so that you're like a whole healthy human being, because from that place you can create a healthy relationship. But to be honest, my views on this have changed. And the reason being is that I realized that a good, healthy relationship actually helps us heal those wounds. So the way I look at it is that, no matter how much healing you'll be doing, there will always be something. Like, you will always find something that can trigger you, right? Things will show up in a relationship. So it's more important that the relationship has the capacity, it has the skills to react in moments when one or both partners are being triggered. So what you're already looking for is a partner who knows how to handle you when you get scared, when you get angry, when your nervous system gets agitated and goes into fight or flight or freeze, right? In the moments when these old unhealed parts of you come up, how is your partner showing up? And a good healthy relationship will actually make space for you to be healed. So I had this example with one of my ex-partners, and I just remember this story so vividly because it really shifted my perception. So we were in a shopping mall and we're just like walking around. We were in Kuala Lumpur, just traveling, doing a visa run. So none of us had a local SIM card and we couldn't like message each other. So we're in one of the shops and then I look around and I realize that he's not there. And I panicked. I really panicked. And I started looking around, I don't see him. I come out of the shop and I see him finally, like at the end of the corridor. He basically just left to check out another shop without telling me. And so he's coming back towards me and I'm literally crying. And I said, why did you leave me? Okay, yes, I was overreacting. What he did melted my heart, because he had all the right to react, what are you doing? Like, you're overreacting, calm down, woman. He didn't do any of that. Instead, he realized that I was coming from a wounded part of me, and he said, oh, right, because you have a wound around being left out. I'm sorry. And he embraced me. And through this reaction, he helped me heal a lot of this wound. And I think, I think we have this idea that we need to do all of the inner work on our own, but we're social beings. We are designed to interact with other people. And what if our healing is not meant to come just from ourselves, but what if we are meant to heal through other people? And then if you're with someone who loves you and that you love, isn't it like the most beautiful and intimate experience to heal through your partner? So I heard this, and I don't actually even know if it's true, but I heard that it takes 3 positive reactions from your partner to actually change a pattern. So in my case, if let's say there is two other situations where he confirmed that I am not left behind, that he's with me, he loves me. This actually gives me a chance to permanently remove that past story, that painful story. Now, if I wanted to be already perfect before I get into a relationship, I would never get into a relationship. But again, you want to have a relationship that's healthy enough so it can create this environment of healing for you. So I actually think that this is a great way to judge if the relationship you're in is actually good and healthy, if your partner is the right partner for you. And it's how do they react when you get triggered, when you momentarily lose control of your behavior because something deep got agitated in you, right? And you're scared and you're panicking and you may be crying like me. How is your partner reacting? How is he or she treating you in these moments? Because if they're unable to guide you through that situation, then probably this isn't really the best relationship. But if they can hold you, if they can bring you back, well, that tells you a lot about that person. You know, my brother, for example, when we lived together as teenagers, he had this like supernatural ability to de-armor me. I have no idea how he did that, but anytime I was angry, triggered, I was projecting, he was able to like shift my emotions and bring me back through humor. Now, he is married, he's in a very happy, stable relationship because he has the ability to carry people through those triggers. So if you can find someone like this, I would say hold on to them. But I will say one thing. I do believe that in order to even be in a relationship like this, a relationship that allows you to heal those deeper parts of you, there is certain fundamental inner work that we need to do. And it's about being able to self-reflect. So this is about our ability to actually look how, well, the way we behave is probably not the best and own our behavior. So in my case of that situation in the shopping mall, you know, I saw, like, I knew that I overreacted, right? It's like the moment I kind of calmed down, I knew that my reaction was too much. I knew it wasn't really about him going to another shop. And I owned it. I thanked him for his reaction, for holding me, and I owned my part. Versus imagine a situation, he's apologizing me and holding me, and I'm nonstop angry at him because no, it was your fault because you left without telling me anything. So a lot of people do not have the ability to actually zoom out, like step out of the situation and notice how they are actually contributing, like what is the part that they should own. So I do think this is like a basic work that we do need to get to before we get into relationships, because if we don't have this ability to self-reflect and to own our part, then we end up just attacking and blaming our partner. Like we're always the victim, it's always their fault. And that is just like a vicious cycle that never ends. So for me, this is something that I do believe we already need to work on before getting into a relationship. So my love, I hope that you enjoyed this and I hope that you get value from this video. If you did, please give it a like. And if you would like to join more conversations on intimacy, then please subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell icon to get notified when a new video comes out. And if you want more updates, I would also really love to see you over at Instagram, where I post a lot of personal sharing and information as well. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.